Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another RebelScum.com video review. And today we are reviewing the third credit collection, The Mandalorian, from the credit collection of The Mandalorian in the Black Series 6-inch line. And here he is in the packaging. And I love that we got a credit collection Mando from Season 2, where he's flying away from the Crate Dragon. What an awesome premiere Season 2 of The Mandalorian had. Arguably, in my opinion, it had the best premiere of all three seasons, but that's just my opinion. Here he is on that awesome card back, though. You have him in those really cool credit collection colorways, which reminds me a lot of the first credit collection Mando, where he's wearing his first set of armor. And in my opinion, I like this version of the credit collection Beskar Mando than the other credit collection Beskar Mando. You get a New Republic credit chip up top. On the back, you've got some words and things and a wider shot of that awesome concept artwork. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here he is out of the packaging, and this is definitely my favorite version of the full Beskar armor because, again, I love those mixed match colors, and I also love how similar it is, once again, like the first credit collection Mando to the animated debut Boba Fett. I also like the effect that they got on this helmet, these different metallic colors that just give it this very reflective, almost like burned metal effect. And there's a little bit of color shift going on there as you rotate it, which looks very, very nice. So I really like the helmet the most on this version out of the three credit collection Mandalorians. Not quite sure how I feel about the dark blue pauldron here. That's probably the thing I'm most unsure of in terms of this figure right here. It sticks out the most. I feel as though it should maybe be a little bit of a lighter shade of blue than that. It doesn't quite look that dark to me in the concept art, but hey, maybe it's just me. For comparison, here he is next to the first credit collection, The Mandalorian. And that's also why I like this one so much more than the other one, is because the color palette is a lot more similar to this one than the other one was. The other one was very drastically different, but this one has very similar color tones, even though you see the new armor bits and upgraded pieces. I like how much carries over color-wise from this one over to this one. Also, for comparison, here he is next to the second credit collection Mando. And don't get me wrong, I do like this figure. I just like this version so much more. And honestly, I don't feel as though it was totally necessary to get a third credit collection Mando, but I'm not going to complain too much about it in this case, just because I like the color palette so much more than the second one. Because, I mean, the blues and the purples look cool, but it doesn't have the same feel to it like the oranges and beiges and light blues do. This feels more right to me than these colors do for some reason. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't know, there's just something about it. He also comes with a pulse rifle because this is before the Razor Crest gets blown up. His signature blaster pistol. He comes with a light gray version of the jetpack, which honestly looks better than the regular Beskar version of the jetpack. I feel as though this one would look better on the regular Beskar Mando than the dark gray jetpack does, because the jetpack's not dark gray in the show, so I don't know why they kept producing it in that dark gray plastic color when it wasn't that color in the show. So nice to have another jetpack for that. I really like the beige cape. I like that more than the green. So it's nice having a beige cape now, and I did not care for the blue cape at all, personally. And last but not least, he of course comes with that New Republic credit chip that I mentioned earlier. So you can see that. And that's pretty much it for his accessories. Just like the other releases of a full Beskar Mando, he is fully articulated. Head is on a ball joint. Neck is also on a ball joint in the torso. Fully articulated shoulders, soft rubbery plastic pauldrons there. Single jointed elbows, wrist joints, upper waist, hips, upper thigh, double jointed knees, ankle joints. And that's pretty much it for articulation. He can either hold his blaster pistol in his hand, or you can holster his blaster pistol, just like with every other version of Din Djarin in Black Series 6-inch scale. It's one of the nice things about the Din Djarin figures is they've been pretty consistent over the years, despite the various releases we've had of this character so far. You can also take the cape off, just like the other releases, and put the jetpack on, like so. And he looks fairly decent with the jetpack on as well. I do kind of like it, especially with that lighter color. I still like the Credit Collection jetpack that came with the armor the best for the Credit Collection Mandos. In fact, it looks especially good on this one, even more so than on this one, in my opinion, especially with that light metallic blue. It just emulates what's going on the front of this helmet very well, in my opinion. Or no jetpack, and of course you can still put his pulse rifle in the same place you put it on every other version of the Mandalorian. Just peg it in right there over his back, like so. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's review featuring the new Credit Collection The Mandalorian from the third wave of Credit Collection figures. Honestly, out of Wave 3, the new Mando, in my opinion, is the least necessary because we already got a Credit Collection Mando from the first set in his first suit of armor. We got another Credit Collection in Wave 2 of Credit Collection for his full Beskar armor. The armor on this one is a little different because he has that upgraded thigh plate that he got at some point in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. But other than that, other than the colorway, the third Credit Collection Mando isn't entirely necessary, in my opinion, just simply because we already got two other ones. They're pretty decent. I mean, this is definitely my least favorite of the three, the second one here. And this is a really cool version of Mando, and I like it a lot. I love the colors of it. It's just, we didn't need another Credit Collection Mando, especially since we got a sixth figure instead of 5 Credit Collection figures. So I guess they did Mando just as an add-on. Now, I will say doing an extra figure versus taking up a slot of 5 to do another Mando is more appealing. But again, just not totally necessary. We have a ton of Mandalorians. Black Series is quickly becoming oversaturated with Din Djarin, Boba Fett, and Grogu figures. So Hasbro, as much as we love these characters, we need some other characters that we've been waiting on for a while. So let's get some new characters, all right? Because I'm getting a little bit of Din Djarin fatigue when it comes to collecting this character. I've just got so many different versions of Din Djarin, and I love this character so much, but I don't need every version of Din Djarin from every scene that he's appeared in The Mandalorian, just because he's such a cool character. I mean, I'm sure there's some fans out there who maybe do want that, but I think most of us are pretty satisfied with the amount of Din Djarins we have at this point. So let's start focusing on some other characters a little bit, I think. Stay tuned for more Black Series reviews. Stay tuned for more Credit Collection reviews. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media for more. And check out rebelscum.com, the main website for daily Star Wars content, toy reviews, news, and more. But also check out our sister website, Cool Toy Review, for non-Star Wars toy reviews, content, news, and more. And check out the Cool Toy Review YouTube channel and Bay 12 YouTube channel for all kinds of awesome non-Star Wars toy reviews and more. If you're looking for some awesome Star Wars toys, collectibles, and merch, check out Order 66 Toys, the nation's official all Star Wars collectible toy store. They're located inside Order 66 Multiverse in the Shops at Willow Bend Mall in Plano, Texas. And in case you're not local to that, they host a weekly Friday night live sale on the Order 66 Toys Facebook page at 7 p.m. Central Time every single Friday night, and they ship all around the world. Don't forget to check out Collectors Oracle, our new archival website, where you can not only check out awesome Black Series figures like these ones right here in the credit collection, but you can also sign up for a free account and start marking off figures that are in your collection, figures you want to add to your collection, and figures that you may have pre-ordered for your collection. And there's some other really cool features also absolutely free to you, the collector. So check it out and start managing your collection like a pro. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you, you rebel scum.